All right, here it is, the buzz of the 125s. This is the third and final race of the day, and this is a pretty exciting prospect on the cards here as we've got a great start again for Marcus Hildesheim on the Hustle Surf and Moto Machine. He's got a wonderful start, but good starts again for some of our other competitors there. Cole Davies gets another horror start for him, so he's now buried in second to last, so to go with his shocker start in race number 1. But this time, definitely not as far back as he was in race number 1, so although he's nearly last, he's right there as far as the actual distance between first and himself is at the moment. So let's get excited. Marcus Hildesheim is under a bit of pressure from our points leader, Hamish Harwood, up the inside, but it's still with Marcus there. We've got Logan Denise, a great start from Logan. He's there in third place on that CML gas. We've got Cody Griffiths buried again in about 10th place, so he's got plenty of work to do as we see Cole Davies coming through the pack as well. And so a little bit of excitement on the cards here in our third and final round of racing. MX125, they started us off this morning, and they'll finish. They'll be the first ones to finish their races. Hamish Harwood wastes no time heading into the front of this one here. A decent lead in this championship, and now looking to extend that even further. With Cody Griffiths buried in the pack, let's see what he can come up with. But that points lead for Hamish Harwood started to get very far away as far as all the other competitors are concerned. Let's get excited. Hamish Harwood, Marcus Hildesheim there in second on the Hustle Surf and Moto. He's had some wonderful starts so far in this campaign and continues to impress here. We've got Logan Denise there, quality third place for that young man who made a trip to the podium last time around. To be excited at the proposition of repeating the dose there, but right now it's Hamish Harwood in charge. Then go back to Logan and Marcus side by side into the sawdust, so the two gas pilots going out, and there is Cole Davies already up into fourth place. What a machine, and what a performance on the cards there. There's Cody Griffiths, he's in about 7th place, so he's also on the charge. He was well outside the top 10 halfway through this first lap, and now he's making some moves where it counts as well. So he's the one second in the championship. He'll be the one that needs to try and maximise his outing here as Hamish leads in style. We'll then go back to Logan Denise, got himself up into second place. Marcus Hildesheim there in third. A wild ride for Cole Davies on the number 17. He's flying at the moment. We've got 691 to Ben Valoy. Wonderful start for him. He's in about 5th place at the moment. We're then looking out for Ashton White is in 6th. Sam Bowers ahead of Cody Griffiths, who's dropped back to 8th place. Connor Heafy there in 9th. Luke Maisie is in 10th. Wills Harvey, much better start from Wills Harvey. This is better stuff from him. And we're yet to see the best of Wills Harvey here today at round number 3. Callum Patterson, Will Yeoman with Troy Bullock and George Campbell. That will go all the way down to round out our top 15. That is your early landscape of MX125, the third and final race here of round number 3. So we're going to have a couple of different podiums here. We're going to have the race podium, and also we're going to have the overalls given out here. As we've still got this one as round number 3. There's trophies up for grabs and podiums galore to come. So exciting times ahead, but Hamish Harwood, electrifying form in this MX125 championship so far, had between of the 32-point lead heading into today. He's had a first and a second so far, and this one here is an absolute domination on the cards. We've got Logan Denise in 2nd place. Cole Davies has now got himself up into 3rd, so he's made the move, and he's not mucking around. Had a crash in the whole shot corner, so now he's got the work to do if he wants to try and win the overall. He'll need to try and win it, because with the 3rd in race 1 and the 1st in race number 2, Hamish out in the lead, it'll need to be a race win for Cole Davies if he wants to try and win this overall for the day, and try and get himself right in that overall points hunt here. So Hamish Harwood, this man is absolutely on fire. A former 2-time MX125 champion. He's also won MX2 title at least 4 times, and he's the defending current MX1 champion. So what a legend he is. And he's out in front at the moment as Cole Davies wastes no time and goes up into 2nd place now. So that's the update we can give you. Cole Davies now. He's in 2nd, so this is the showdown we wanted to see. Can we see this one with 13.5 minutes to go? What sort of split times are we looking at? As Harwood's going to go and start lap number 2 for him. We look back to 2nd place now with Cole Davies, and having a look. That gap there, that gap is on 10.3 seconds, so 10.3 seconds, that is the buffer. Let's keep an eye on that. We've got a massive 13 minutes plus a lap left in this race. Can Cole Davies find something special and go after the points leader and former MX125 champion? So Cole Davies, Logan and he's still there in third place. He's had a pretty good day at the office with a fourth and a third so far. He'd love to stay on that podium and go a long way towards some overall glory. But also the updates for Cody Griffiths up into 6th place. So 6th place and another horror start for him. So he's got a little bit of work to do, but with Ben Valoy and Marcus Hildesheim in front of him, certainly not out of the running to be as high as this podium goes. With Ashton White right behind him in 7th place. Luke Maisie and Will Yeoman right down to 8th place. 9th for Will. Sam Bowes is in 10th place. Connor Heafy in 11th. Wills Harvey still there in 12th place with Callum Peterson in 13th. Connor Hart and Troy Bullock running out our top 15. As we see those electric lap times from Hamish Howard and Cole Davies are absolutely flying. So 10 seconds to get between first and second. Let's keep an eye on it. There's still plenty of time for Cole Davies to try and get himself in this fight, but it's going to be one hell of a fight because in front of him, a former national MX125 champion in Hamish Howard, who got the great start and is now cleared out big time.
Let's sort of the question: what would you do if you're in the Cole Davies show? You've got nothing to lose, but on the other hand, why you wouldn't want to go over the edge? You know, you wouldn't, because he's got an opportunity to come out in another motor. It hasn't so much of it been down to the starts, and man, they've been such a dominant feature. And not to say that they ever are not a dominant feature, but just this year it seems to be just so much more vital than it's proved in the past. And with the depth and the strength of the fields that we've got, you know, if you're not getting that break, you're finding it hard work. So that's been shown to the fore. Interesting to see what Taupo's got for us in our layout for tomorrow. Haven't quite got an inside running. We do understand there will be some changes made, so it's not the identical track, but many of the features, I'm sure, like Yamaloob Energy Centre Point and the Sawdust and the Dam Jump and the finish line and the start line will all be used the same. So how it all links together, we'll get excited about here tomorrow. And some real work for the club to do. Literally, after we finish racing today, there is probably only 2 hours of daylight, and I'm sure that Muzz and the team on the tractors and loaders, graders and diggers will be doing a massive amount of dirt, earth moving to mould the track ready for a great day tomorrow. Bring it on as only Taupo can and know how to do. So bring it on. All right, 3, 2, 1. There he goes. The Cody Griffiths show out there. And looking at Cody, remember he's already been on the podium today, so back in 6th place. Some work to do there at the moment. Somebody like Ben Valoy up there in front of him. So for a 125 lineup, Ben keeping this one very close and exciting. So we got to be able to use and lose something on that. The man from Taupo on the Wellington Lightweight Roofing Promoto, Roland's family, Belcher family, supported by Z125. Go Ben, nice to see. 691, a nonchalant number, you know, doesn't mean so much, nothing special. He's nothing to be of a top-rated rider, but on the other hand, he still keeps chipping away at 125s. And when you're in that top part of the field, that's class performances. Bad luck there for Charlie Shaw. Ruben Smith well back. So Ruben, bit of bad luck for him. He's had a shocking championship this year. I tell you what, if there's any kid that's had more bad luck than Ruben, I want to know who he is, because he might have to win the hardest of hard luck prizes for some absolutely gut-wrenching stories. So the kid's on his way up. We wish him all the best. Certainly hope he's going to be making the trip to Invercargill for the up-and-coming New Zealand Juniors, the Motor South event. Just, what are we now? 3 weeks away, I think. 3 weeks away. Yes, we are 3 weeks away to Junior Nationals. In fact, of course, a heap of North Islanders have travelled down. This weekend is the unforeseen Southland Motocross Champs being held at the famous Sandpit Circuit, and the investment made by the Southland Club when we were down there in January and had the sneak preview of the venue and what was going to host the championship next month. It was over $40,000 have been spent at that stage, and I know that there's been plenty more spent since then. So a world-class venue in New Zealand for our Junior Motocross Nationals. Never been to Southland before, so a New Zealand first in 2023 to go to Invercargill, the beautiful city, the home of the Burt Munro Challenge. It's Bert's birthday, by the way, today, folks, for those of you who don't know. One of New Zealand's most celebrated motorcyclists, Burt Munro. You've seen the film The World's Fastest Indian. Burt was born 124 years ago, for the matter of the story. 25th of March 1899, Burt Munro. You've seen The World's Fastest Indian. The man's a legend. I had the privilege of working alongside his son John through the last 15 plus years of the Burt Munro Challenge. I met Bert's grandson actually this year for the first time. So to see more of the family has been incredible. What a story to tell. We've all had a laugh about it. It's just something about the man. When you win what he has won at over 60 years of age, it's an incredible story. Just thought I'd throw that one in. A true Southland story, and it's Southland's weekend this weekend, and we'll be there in 3 weeks' time for the Junior Nationals. Bring it on. But Brad, at the moment, we're literally filling in a gap in our program because it's a massive 125 shout out. 6.8, we've gone down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And we've got still 7.5 minutes to go. He can do it. Cole Davies is coming.
Absolutely, you can see it visibly on track. It's a lot closer than it was a couple of laps ago. So Cole Davies, don't rule him out of this one here. We've got Logan Denise. He'll be there in third place. He's had a trip to the podium and a fourth. So he's well and truly in contention to get third overall for the day. Cody Griffiths is in fifth place. He's charging hard with Marcus Hildesheim. So if he can get into fourth, that'll be 2 fourths in a second. It'll be very interesting to see how these overall points get going. So Hamish Harwood, this is playing into his hand nicely as far as that championship's concerned. Cole Davies not at round number 2. He was over in America. So it has left it all to Hamish Harwood, and he's got that decent points advantage. So he'll be going into tomorrow. If he can hang on for this race win with a massive advantage in this championship, and well and truly on his way to becoming a multiple-time New Zealand MX125 champion. So that's the outcome at the moment as we see it. Hamish, Cole, Logan and Cody with Marcus in there. But Ben Beloy there continues to impress in this final outing of the day. And then look out for more of our campaigners. Luke Maisie is in there. Will Yeoman, well done to Luke. To Will, that's a fabulous day at the office with him. Ashton White's in there. Wilkes Harvey inside the top 10 now, so this is better stuff from the Marathon Yamaha machine. He is he was coming fourth in the championship heading into this weekend. He's had 2 absolute horror races so far this morning. So for him to now be cracking that top 10, he'll be giving his confidence a world of good. And maybe we can see the best out of him tomorrow at round number 4. That's 5.9 seconds, so he's a little bit quicker again. So Cole Davies, he's running out of laps, but he is still right there within striking distance. So this is not done for. And if Cole Davies can beat Hamish Harwood, that'll be him winning the overall. If they finish in this order, it'll be Hamish winning the overall. So there's a lot to play for here for round 3 glory. And the trophies are on the line here, so this is going to be exciting. As Logan Denise in line for the trip to the podium. There is Cody Griffiths. Can he try with 5.5 minutes plus a lap to go to get himself in the podium? And that will be a pivotal part of this championship, because coming into this weekend there was only 4 points between Cody and Logan, and now with Cody a second and a fourth and a third for Logan, this is quite a pivotal part of their championship as far as 2NZ is concerned. So it's plenty to look out for as MX125 coming down to the final third of this race. 5 minutes plus a lap remaining, and Hamish Harwood leads Cole Davies by 5.9 seconds.
Wow, oh, wow, as we look out for it, you never say never at the moment. Hamish Harwood in the fastest time at a 2:19. You get the idea, though, that right at this moment it's Cole Davies that's doing the faster times. What was 12 seconds went to 10 seconds, gone to 8, now to 5.9, so he's carving it. Does Hamish know he's coming? Is he just in that fixed mood and thinks, hey, I can still calculate and still remain there in front? Is he going to get a fright when all of a sudden he realises how much closer? Is he already alert? Of course, it's not the fact that he won't be alert, but when you're concentrating on so many other things, it's one of those things that you say, hey, do I just keep my position, keep my speed, keep my consistency, keep safe and keep on the bike, or do you push it that little bit and then just go off on the edge and think, well, I could make a minor mistake and it could cost me big time? So maybe wait till the pressure comes on, because, hey, with the calculation of at this stage just 4 and a bit minutes to go, that would literally be only about 3 laps. He thinks he might be able to do it, but here we go. All right, let's look out. Here comes the number 153, the innocent, the nonchalant number. Means very little when you got number 1 on the big bike, but this is his 125 number, former champion, of course. And there he goes, looking to fire it up at the moment and take the position. Here comes Cole, looking towards it. And you'll get the idea. There he is up now. What's the margin? We'll get a fresh one on the MXT screen to give us an idea. And it's now at 6.4. So we've gone down. We're coming back up. So we were down to 5.9. So just when we talk about it, I think Hamish has pulled something out. So of all the things, don't worry, he was aware of what was going on, and he's now picked up his game and pulled out to a bigger majority again. So 6 seconds, that is looking fine for him at the moment. It is really the 2-horse race, because we've seen him well out there. Logan Denise in that third place. He's a former 36 seconds back. And then looking out for our own Lone Star, And the number 321 of Cody Griffiths, Marcus Hildesheim in the limelight, and keen to look out for the rest, including 201 Luke Mosey, 691 Ben Valois, and local man Will Yeoman. And we wish Will all the best. Will's heading to America, and he's using this as a bit of practice and training. He's by far the fastest 125 rider in New Zealand cross-country racing. He's been an absolute whiz in the recent New Zealand Sprint Series off-road events, and he's staying clear and comfortable as a hotshot 125 rider. He's lean, he's fast, he's agile. His awareness and alertness of what the racing's going on is incredible, so check it out. In fact, speaking of Sprint Series, do check out, because Brad Groombridge has posted on YouTube his coverage of the recent Sprint Series event, and you'll get an idea of just how fast he's going off-road, so pretty incredible to see. But Brad already has picked up a great result today. But I'll tell you what, Brad, at this one at the moment, just when you think that it's shrinking, Hamish, I think, is doing enough. He should stay there at the moment. He's through the sawdust, and here's Cole just starting in the sawdust. So the full length of the sawdust is all that separates them.
Yeah, and there's only 2 minutes left on that clock as well, so this one, they're going to get one more lap in before that white flag, so 2 and a bit laps remaining for Hamish Harwood. Let's have a look at this one here, because all it's going to take is one lap rider or something to go wrong. Out the front, a little mistake perhaps from Hamish Harwood. He's had a big day, where he's just recently, the race before this, won an MX1 race, so he'll be feeling the effects of back-to-back 20-minute motos. So there he is with a minute and a half left on the clock. That'll expire on this lap around. Let's have a look at that split time now, because it was 6 and a bit seconds a lap ago. It looks a little bit closer than that now, and we're going to see if Cole Davies, it's down to 4.9, and that was the fastest lap of the race, so a purple lap time, Cole Davies, in 4.9 seconds. So maybe with 2 laps to go, there could potentially be another twist in the tail here, as it's all getting quite exciting for MX125. The overall glory is going to be winner take all for Hamish or Cole. One of those two is going to take the overall for round number 3. We're going to find out in about 2 laps time. Logan Adese, Cody Griffiths, this is a pretty good battle going on for the minor money as well. So 3rd place well on the cards here for Cody Griffiths. Can he hang on, as that one was only 4 points separating those two in the championship when they come into today. It'll be exciting for 2 NZ glory for one of those 2 young men, you'd have to think here. As that one there to round off the podium. If Cody can get ahead of Logan, he'll be 3rd overall for the day, I think, with a 2nd and 2/4. If Cody stays there, that might not be enough. It'll be a 4th and 2/3 for Logan. It'll be very close on points, but I think it may be potentially even a points tie with those 2. And it'll be all on here, so that's going to be exciting. So there's 2 laps to go on that one, and 2 laps to go on the one in the front. Hamish Harwood, Cole Davies, that's electric. We've also got Marcus Hildesheim, Luke Mosey, Ben Valois there, right down to 7th place. Will Yeoman in 8th, Wills Harvey Charging Hardy's in 9th place, Connor Heafy in 10th, but Ashton White and Connor Hart rounding out our top 12 runners here in MX125.
Right, there we go. There's our number 12 to go past. We were talking about it before. Ruben Smith, one unlucky rider on the CML KTM machine on the Mesodrain Fox Racing NZ, Makita, Woosner Business, Pirelli Moto NZ, Unforeseen Decals, Moto Gear NZ, CFX Seats, Tamer Whole Shot, G2 Ergonomics, and 70 distribution, of course, and 70 suspension. So thanks to 70, and special shout out to Rennie here today. Great to catch up with Rennie today. What a cool guy, what a success story he has made in our sport. Great rider from his era, lovely guy, lucky to marry in our moto family, and has a beautiful wife and family, and then of course got into the passion of his own bike business, and he's growing and growing that now alongside brands like CF Moto and Husqvarna, and also of course right from that early stage in his suspension business, and now actually owning a full shop, workshop, and parts and service. So gotta love it. It's Johnson's Moto. So shout out Rennie, awesome, enjoyed your company today, thank you very much, and all the very best. A cool story in our sport, and he's got riding behind the Taranaki club in his home province for a great cross-country series which he's hosted this year for his business, including that legendary should I say, I suppose, yeah, we should say Greg Neru property, because it has been something else. So good story of good people in our sport, Brad. Bring it home. Here we are with our white flag. Is there going to be a change? What do you reckon?
Well, it's down to 3 seconds, so it's down to 3 seconds. It is going to take something unbelievable from Cole Davies, but you can see it. It's visibly that much closer on track. It's never been this close before, so maybe Cole's got something special. Maybe Hamish has got enough in the tank. We're going to find out. The other battle is the one for the podium. That's with Logan and Cody. Still just with Logan, but it's less than a second in that battle. That is all on here at the moment, as we've got those two battles enthralling us right now on the final lap of the final race of MX125 here. Round number 3 overalls are up for grabs here, and you'd have to think now over centre point with half a lap to go. Hamish Harwood probably has done enough. He's had a pretty good day at the office so far, but he's got one more MX1 race after this, so it's definitely maybe just that bridge too far to climb for Cole Davies, and we're going to see Hamish Harwood come out on top.
Oh man, look at that leap that he's doing over there. You get the idea. In fact, for a long time in this race, we'd seen that Cole Davies had done the hard yards. He'd crept up from a 12-second deficit down to less than 6. He'd made up some ground, but all of that time it was still Hamish Harwood who had the fastest lap. Now all of a sudden, late in the moto, it's now Cole Davies having the fastest lap. He's the one that's made the move. He's the one making the improvement and coming back. He's the one that's leaping further. He's going through the corners faster. But I tell you what, just enough, I believe, here from Hamish is his to lose from this point at the moment. Again, the psyche of this man is incredible. Back-to-back wins when the odds were against him. He'd had 2 absolute shockers, and now here he is coming out with a screamer. Not just in the previous MX1 racer, but now in the 125. The guy will have a nice break before the last MX1 race today. He could turn 0 into hero, and there he is. Checkered flag time, he's home. Hamish has done it. Well done. And here it is for Cole Davies right behind him. The margin will be super close, and Cole Davies still with that fastest lap time at a 2:19.339. And we'll go back to the MXT update, and Hamish to win in the end by 3.2 seconds. Hamish Harwood, Cole Davies bringing the show on, and that will give Hamish the overall for the day, and Cole will get the second. Who's going to get the third for the day? Should be Logan Denise, as we look out for those results. Logan has been here with the 4. Oh, Cody, we'll have to find out.
They're going to be tied.
That'll be close. That's close. So that's Logan and we'll let the computer do that one, Brad. I don't know whether I've got brain cells up to that bit of mess. 3 races, 3 guys. 3 races between these 2 guys. And here they are, coming on.
So it's going to be all on Logan Denise. He's going to come home in 3rd place. He's got a comfy little buffer now. So that's 3rd place. And 4th and 2/3, that's about, what will that be? 58 points. And then a 2nd and 2/4 will be 58 points as well for Cody Griffiths. I think Cody's going to get that on the countback. That's just my provisional maths in my head. Here is Cody. He's going to come through and grab another 4th place, so a 2nd and 2/4. So I believe that might be a 4th for this race, but could be enough to get him 3rd overall for this round number 3 on the countback.
Well, there you got Marcus and Luke. They came home with a great fighter there at the moment. So they were tied beside. They went right round through the Daytona wall here, and they came back along the famous Dam Straight up over Dan Jump, and they were in good style as they came out the bubble, as we call it. The big, beautiful Luke Brown and behind us before coming past some Maxxis tyres feature finish here in conjunction with Mark Hames Builders in the commentary box, and then over the Townley Builders Muckno Stick supported feature finish line. Shout out to Townley Builders, all the very best to our great team, Grant and Vicky, and their massive amount of work you've done behind the scenes. Of course, the inspiration of the battle of the clubs, of course, coming out of that family. So a great one. Speaking about that, folks, of course, hope you've all seen Taupo's events and series for this year is all mapped out, including the return of the battle of the clubs. And notice it is on Matariki weekend. So that will incorporate the Friday as a holiday, Saturday is the battle of the clubs, and then, of course, a Sunday club round, and it's not the final weekend of the month like it is normally. That's the only change for July. So April the final weekend, May the final weekend, June the final weekend, Matariki the middle of July for their event, and then go to August and September to wrap their series. Bring it on with Taupo MCC.
All right, update time, MX125 in the books. Your podium will be Hamish Harwood, Cole Davies and Logan Denise. That'll be 1, 2 and 3 for that race there. But then we're going to have Cody Griffiths in there, 4th in that one there, in the podium shake-up for round number 3 overall. So that's exciting stuff as we're going to cross down to Neil, who will wrap up our podium.
All right, we'll do the race, and then we'll do for Lindsay doing the presentation our overall. So at the moment, 3rd in the race, Logan Denise. Well done, Logan. Solid day, mate.
Yeah, it's been eventful, that's for sure. I went down the first corner on the first race and had to fight the way through. But yeah, last races were good, battling Cody or race pretty much. So yeah, track's wicked. I can't falter. It's pretty good.
Right. What happens tonight before another full day tomorrow? What do you do? Is it an early night? Is it refreshing the bike? How do you get refreshed? Have you got to go for a bike ride or a run? How do you do it?
I'll probably just chill out, just eat a good dinner and sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's what a good athlete needs. So well done to you. Congratulations. All right, second place, Mr. Cole Davies. Stepping up here with the Prelimoto head, of course, and here he is today with our firm, JCR Yamaha. Cole, how do you describe that race?
Not the best start. Just tried to make my way through after the start, crashing on start. Catching Hamish at the end, which was good. Yeah.
All right, indeed. What is today's learnings? What are you going to take away to fire up for tomorrow? What are you got to do?
Just a bit of a spin after just a spin on like the road bike, just flush it all out and just chill out. Yeah.
All right, feeling confident about tomorrow?
Yeah.
What do you got to do to the starts? What's got to make them better for you? What do you reckon? More apples, more bananas?
Yeah, just lots of apples and bananas.
Lots of apples and bananas. Well done. Here he is, folks, an excellent second. And your winner, let's hear it, Hamish Howard. Woohoo! Listen to the crowd doing it so well today. Hamish, how can you turn what was 2 ugly results into 2 wins, 2 in a row? Man, you're a legend.
I always seem to be able to swing it round when we have a couple of tough races. So yeah, it was good to get a pretty good start, and then I could sort of just monitor where Cole was, and he was obviously riding super well, and he was definitely pushing me. But yeah, like I said, I was just monitoring it and just sort of trying to keep that distance. But yeah, tomorrow's a new day, so we'll have to get our starts good and then try the same again.
Well done, mate. Don't go too far away. Let's have our podium up here for the overall for the day with the points tie. Third place, Cody Griffiths. In second place for the day as well, we have Cole Davies. And of course, whoever beat the other one in that race was going to make the difference. And your overall win for the day, Hamish Howard. And we'll just grab an interview. Well, no, we'll do the photo shot first, and then we'll go and grab an interview with Cody, the only one we haven't talked to there. Do you notice something about those hats? What is 3 wins for Pirelli? How cool? Are they not the best moto in the world? First of all, Cody, your home track, mate. This is every dream. Some of your motos have been spectacular, but it's been hard work.
Yeah, second moto and third moto didn't have much luck. Tucked it in the corners and stuff, and luckily I caught back up to where I got, but could have been better. But hey, we'll take it away and work on tomorrow.
Beautiful answer. Is that a professional or what? Well done. There's your 125 podium, ladies and gentlemen. Third for Taupo's Cody Griffiths. Second up here with Whitey Toke, man, it is Cole Davies, and our winner from Auckland, Mr. Hamish Howard. Cool stuff. Yeah, we're just looking there.